Hey, what up? It's MFD Anime, and today we're going to be talking about Akira. For those of you who don't know, there's quite a bit of hype behind this movie. Released in 1988, it took $5.5 million to create it, which was the most amount of money ever spent on an anime at the time. This movie has been venerated to no end for being one of the greatest influences on how people go about animating to this day, and it really shows. If I hadn't watched this movie and you were to come up to me and say that this came out in 1988, I wouldn't believe you. The story takes place in Tokyo in a dystopian 2019, 30 years after World War III had happened. Lots of riots are taking place due to people wanting tax reforms, and the city looks completely run down. We, however, mainly focus on these two characters, Kaneda and Tetsuo, whose gang is chasing after this other biker gang. Tetsuo is going full speed on a highway and then gets into an accident because of this Frankenstein-looking kid. I detest this child's existence. Every breath he takes makes me feel a visceral level of anger that I've never felt before. Kaneda and the rest of his gang eventually get to the scene of the accident, and when they're looking after Tetsuo, military choppers start landing around them and take the trash kid and Tetsuo away, leaving Kaneda and his gang behind. Tetsuo is then taken to a research facility where strange things start to happen to him. What will become of Tetsuo? Ooh. Now, the animation of this movie is out of this world. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I had certain moments during the movie where I had to pause it and go like, this? This was made in 1988? Dude, there are some anime being released these days that don't even look half as good as this movie. For example, this scene right here, I hate this scene, but for good reasons. The creativity it must have taken at the time to create such a horrific, fear-inducing scene is extremely laudable. However, I can't really say the same about other aspects of the movie. The story is extremely generic. It just came across as a whiny five-head kid who got some power and wanted to show the world that he's a strong boy now. There aren't any likable characters because none of them have anything idiosyncratic to them. They're all the most mundane people who don't bring anything to the story at all. There are characters that even die in this movie, and I just wasn't able to care about it because every character is the same anyway. And the soundtracks, ugh. There's this one soundtrack that sounds like the one you'd hear in Indian serials that goes... Like what is that? Music in the background is supposed to make you get more into the scene, not more detached from it. And these kids, have I mentioned that I hate them? Frankenstein-looking pieces of garbage. Now, I don't advocate violence against kids, but I'm just saying they have some punchable faces. Hell, everyone has weird faces in this movie. Like, look at them, they're all like, Overall, the movie has a lot to show, but that's all you get from it. The animation is its only strong point. This gets a 6, but this is a special 6. Usually my ratings consist of multiple aspects like story, character development, and whether or not the goal set out by the anime was achieved in an entertaining fashion. Here though, all 6 of those points are just because of the animation, and that's saying something. This is of course just my opinion. Did you agree? Did you disagree? Leave it in the comments below and I will respond, "For sure." That's it for now though. Take care.